Now, getting more than 170 countries to agree on anything could be considered something of a miracle. But at a conference in Rwanda over the weekend, most of the world did actually agree to cut the emissions of some of the most dangerous gases that contribute to climate change. Now, that may be good news for the environment, of course it is, but not everyone stands to gain. Azhar Sukri is here to tell us who are the winners and losers. Azhar.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Well, the deal was 7 years in the making. It focuses on reducing the emissions of so-called HFCs, or hydrofluorocarbons, commonly used in air conditioners and fridges. The gases are many times more potent at raising atmospheric temperatures than carbon dioxide. Now, the head of the US Environmental Protection Agency says the move is highly cost-effective.
We know that the costs will be reasonable for the kind of reductions we're going to get. This, in fact, will be the cheapest reductions available to us today to turn the curve on global warming. So this is an amazingly inexpensive way to achieve significant reductions.
So, who are the winners and losers in all of this? Well, replacing HFCs with newer refrigerants may not be all that cheap or easy. They're more flammable, making it harder and more expensive to install the new machines. Now, Unilever, for example, the maker of perhaps some of your favorite ice cream brands like Walls, Magnum or Cornetto, said earlier this month that it's finding it difficult to source the propane and isobutene gases that would replace HFCs used in freezers in some parts of the world. But even more worrying is the impact the deal would have on some of the world's poorer regions, which also happen to be some of the hottest. Millions of people in Asia and Africa are only just becoming wealthy enough to buy air conditioners. And if they can't afford them because of rising prices, then that could harm their productivity and their country's economy. But there are winners in all of this. Now, among them are the makers of some of these newer chemicals, including Dow Chemical and Honeywell. But the larger group of people who may benefit are those most at risk of climate change. And they include some of the world's poorest people, many of whom live on low-lying islands in the Pacific Ocean. They may end up paying more for their air conditioners, but they may also help protect themselves and their children in the future.
Okay, Azhar, thank you. I think probably on balance, their well-being is probably more important than the guys who make those certain refrigerants. Azhar, thank you.